All right, this is my first time doing this, so give me grace. So the summer after my freshman year of college, I had the opportunity to travel around Europe by myself. I don't know why I was brave enough, but I was. And I was in Germany at the very end of it. And I was sitting along the side of a road in a small town in Germany, just taking it all in, eating a bratwurst, as one does in Germany. And I'm watching people on bikes and walking past, and down the hill come these two girls on bikes, and our eyes lock, and they slam on their brakes, and I realize I know these people. They're friends of mine from university in Chicago, so it was this mind-blowing moment. They get off their bikes, I'm like, Jackie, and she's like, Laura, and everyone's amazed, and so we hug. They have to go on their way, I have to go catch a train, so that's that. I go back to school, we brag about how funny this was, then we skip ahead 2 years, and now I am again in Europe. I'm in London doing an internship for the whole summer, and it's a great experience, and I am have an afternoon off, so my supervisor for my internship is offering to take me around, show me some sights in London. I'm like, obviously, yes, I'll do that. So she takes me first to the British Library, which is where they have like a napkin that John Lennon wrote lyrics for some song that the Beatles sang. I forget which one, sorry. I don't actually like the Beatles, but don't tell anybody. Oh, I just lost like 100 points there, sorry. But so anyway, I'm like, that sounds cool. So we go in, and it's bright outside, but we step in, it's kind of dark in there, and I can tell that there's lots of people, kind of like right now, but I can't see their faces, but I'm talking to my supervisor, and I have kind of a distinct voice. People may notice that. And so I realize everyone is looking at me, and I suddenly, as my eyes adjust, I realize that I know all of these people. And it is an entire study, like travel study group from my college, the same college in Chicago. And they are all they happen to have stopped at the museum for like the 1 hour slot of the whole summer that I have also decided to stop at. And we're like, what the heck? And they're like, Laura. It's kind of a small school, so like I was a little bit popular. It's a shock, I know. But so anyway, I'm like, this is amazing. We end up spending the whole day together. It's really cool. So now I am in my senior year of college, the same college, and I have persuaded a few of my friends to go back to London for spring break because tickets were extremely cheap at the moment. So I'm like, yeah, let's do this. So it's the night before we're leaving to go for a break back to London. And I'm in my dorm, like in the basement, doing laundry, as one does. And this sort of acquaintance / kind of friend of mine is down there doing laundry too. And her name is Becky. I'm like, hey Becky, what are you doing for break? And she's like, oh, I'm going to Dublin. I'm like, that's cool. I'm going to London. And we're like, we're so cool. And so I'm like, cool. And she's like, maybe I'll look for you. I'm like, ha ha ha. We're laughing. And so skip ahead like 10 days, and I'm with my friends in London in Piccadilly Circus, which is sort of like the Times Square miniature version in London. So we're doing our thing, it's loud, it's bright, there's lots of people, and lo and behold, I hear Laura behind me, and I turn around, and it is Becky. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh yeah, we had like a 2-hour layover, so we thought we'd just come in. And I happened to see her like in like the 45-minute time slot that she's in the same city as me. And I'm like, how is this possible? So the thing is, I travel a lot, like it's kind of an obsession of mine. I've been to lots of places, but those are my first 3 times ever leaving the country. And I have to admit, every time I leave the country, from that point on, I expect to see somebody, and I haven't. So it's like a little bit disappointing, but also, I guess it kind of keeps me on my toes because I'm always watching, I'm always hoping. So that's my small world story, so.